Gaurangi, no. Oh, today's speaker is RadhaRani Devi Mataji. Wow, that's nice. So Mataji, you want to start um, with the Kirtan and Mangalacharan prayers?
Krishna Mataji, can someone else start it? I just came literally from office now.
Oh,
So is it possible?
yeah. So do you want us to start with the Kirtan and then Mangalacharan and then you can speak, yeah?
Yeah, please. Thank you.
Sure, you can do that. No problem. Hare Krishna. Is anybody willing to do the Kirtan? Because Mataji's just come from work and she wants us to start with the Kirtan and the Mangalacharan. You want to hold it? Ambika Mataji, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Anybody volunteering, please?
Gaurangi Mataji and Gayatri Mataji, would you both like to start with the Kirtan?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Gaurangi Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Yes, Mataji, you can start, Mataji. I will follow you, Mataji.
Oh, okay. Prabhu, please. I know.
You want me to share the screen?
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
So I'll share the Jai Radha Madhava one.
Okay, Mataji.
Okay. Can you see this now?
Yes, Mataji. Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girvaradhari.
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girvaradhari.
Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana
Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana.
Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana
Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana.
Yamuna Vanachari
Yamuna Tira Banachari.
Yamuna Vanachari
Yamuna Tira Banachari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girvaradhari.
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari
जय गोपीजनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी
यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन
यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन
यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन
यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन
यमुनातीरावनचारी
यमुनातीरावनचारी
जय राधमाधव कुञ्ज बिहारी
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा जय श्रील प्रभुपाद थैंक यू गौरंगी माता जी थैंक यू सो मच
हरे कृष्ण दीदी
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you for doing the kirtan. That's really nice. Radhika Mataji, Radharani Mataji, are you okay to do Mangalacharan or do you want me to ask somebody else? Radharani Mataji, can you hear me?
Yes, Hare Krishna Mataji. Sorry, it was on mute. It was mute.
Oh,
I can
sorry.
do that. It's all right. I can do the Mangal Kancharan
Okay,
for you.
that's
That's fine.
fine.
ॐ अज्ञानातिरमण्डस्य ज्ञानञ्जया शलाखाय चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमो नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा वयं दन्दति स्वापनदिकं Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yathapada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sargrajatam Sahagana Raghunatha Vintam Tasajivam Sarvetam Savadutam Harijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishasakava Vishasakavadinta Cha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dino Bandhu Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Jai Sri Krishna Chin Vanchakapa Tubrascha Kripa. I can't see properly.
Oh, Mataji, the next
Yes,
one is
all right.
Kanchana Gauranga. Yeah.
Jamta Kansha Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Visabhanu Siti Devi Pranamami Hari Praye Vanchakarpa Tubrascha Kripa Sindhu Bhaya Eva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavabhyo Namo Namah Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Mataji, do you have anything to share? So do you want to share the screen or are you okay?
No, I'm okay. Hare Krishna Mataji. No,
Hare
I'm
Krishna,
fine.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Welcome to our platform today, and thank you for Prabhu for giving me the chance to speak about Vaishnava etiquette. The line is clear and the volume, everyone can hear it. Yes. Yeah. The reason I've chosen a Vaishnava etiquette, I think we all hear about Vaishnava etiquette, but recently we've been to India last month, and I went to ISKCON Juhu, Mumbai, and I've seen a book called Vaishnava Etiquette by Sankirtan Das, which fascinated me so much, even though I've attended so many lectures, so many, I followed so many Vaishnava etiquette, but there was a book which was an eye-opening for me. So today I'm going to talk briefly about etiquette, Vaishnava etiquette, and what we need to do. Sometimes we miss out. We miss out on so many things about deity, everything about deity. So today I am going to talk about Vaishnava etiquette. So first of all, Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur did describe Vaishnava as the inclination of Krishna. So for someone to become a Vaishnava, we have to accept the Lord teachings of Krishna. So as anyone knows what is a Vaishnava? Before I start, any answer? If anyone want to share before I start? We all talk about Vaishnav every day. We are Vaishnav. Anyone to share the thoughts about what is Vaishnav before I start? Any Matajis?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Vaishnava, I'm not 100% sure, but I'll just try Mataji. Vaishnava is who has actually understood God properly, like understood Krishna properly, not just like we were reading in the Bhagavatam that there are pandits, Brahmana pandits, who just know how to chant the Veda mantras, but the Vaishnava is the one who understood the God and who is surrendered to Krishna.
Yeah,
Mataji.
that's correct. Yes. So it's the inclination of Lord Krishna. What we need to desire Krishna, to think constantly, thinking about Krishna. That's a version of. So our mind constantly, 24 hours, Krishna. And we have to have this willingness to think about Krishna. Everything we do is for Krishna at the end of the day. That we call a Vaishnava. Now, etiquette on the other side is a bad behavior of a devotee. It's a code of behavior. It's a bad association. So that's what we call Vaishnava etiquette. So etiquette means bad behavior, the code of behavior. So if we mix together, for a Vaishnava shouldn't mix with a non-devotees. So to become a Vaishnava, we need to follow certain qualities. As described in the code of etiquette, I described in the C.C. Madhya chapter 22, 78, so 80, there's 26 qualities to become a Vaishnava. I couldn't share it because I did my own notes, I'm sorry, so I will read it out. A Vaishnava, the source of all good qualities. It is an inclination of Lord Krishna alone. Qualities of Vaishnava. So one should be merciful, humble, truthful, equal to all, faultless, mild, clean, magnanimous, without material possessions. They perform well, fair work for everyone, peaceful, surrendered to Krishna, desireless, indifferent to material acquisitions, fixed in devotional services, have controlled the 6 bad qualities: lust, anger, greed, pride, illusion, enviousness, eat only as much as required, not intoxicated, respectful, compassionate, without false prestige, friendly, expert, and silent. So, according to Sanatana Goswami, Mahaprabhu did instruct Sanatana Goswami to compile a book called Bhakti Vilas. And Sanatana Goswami mentioned that a Vaishnava is an ornament of devotees. So, to become a Vaishnava, we need to follow certain steps in our life. So, sometimes we do miss out, like I said, we do miss out on dailies. Myself, I've been in Krishna consciousness for a long time. Sometimes I do forget things, but we all need to have this association to keep on reminding ourselves. First of all, we need to go to sleep early and rise early. In this modern civilization, everyone has different type of job. They come home late. And in Western countries also, people go to bed late. So it's difficult to wake up early. But being a Vaishnava, we need to stick to certain rules. We're bound to wake up early, Brahma Uta time. Early morning, wake up, that's the best time to wake up. Have a bath or shower. We have to be clean. As Prabhupada said, cleanliness is godliness. Not that English saying said, cleanliness is next to godliness. So cleanliness is important, internal and external also. So that the main thing early morning we have to do, being a Vaishnava. After that, we all know that we need to apply the tilak. You know that 12 parts of the body, tilak needs to be applied. If anyone doesn't know the following by the mantra, if anyone doesn't know the mantra for applying tilak, you can get it in the small book of Krishna's book. Everything is written how to recite the tilak every day while applying in the body. We're bound as a Vaishnava to wear the tilak, to wear the neck beads every day in the morning. Well, the neck beads we have to wear it anyway. Or if someone is initiated, it should be 3 rounds. Otherwise, a neck bead should be in the neck all the time. So, secondly, now after shower, the tilak, apply the clothing. The clothing devotees should always wear clean clothes. Clean to start japa, to start chanting. So chanting, we all Vaishnavas have to do minimum 16 rounds a day. That the best time to do chanting is early morning. Early morning, our mind is peaceful, restful, and cleared. So now, for chanting, devotees needs to have to sit in a position where they can chant comfortably. Thank you for sharing, Mataji. So the position is very important. Thank you again, Mataji, for sharing.
Oh, that's okay.
Position so, yes, chanting is very, very important, and mind shouldn't be diverted. Diverted means like enough mobile phone, only focus on Krishna. That's the best chanting. And chanting to be, well, it's difficult for some people, devotees, they feel comfortable to chant in a way, or any chanting you should, while chanting you should hear, anyone should hear the mantra, Maha Mantra. Always we have 5 senses. Listening is the main thing. So while chanting, people need to listen it properly and be attentively. Japa is not a race. Like we always say, japa is not a race. You have to do slowly, attentively, and focus on Krishna. That's the best thing I would say, chanting. We devotees sometimes, we tend to chant quickly, but it is not the way to chant. Chant 16 round, and on Ekadashi, on any festival, we need to chant more and more to get more devotion in life, increase our bhakti. Chanting, I always keep on saying chanting. If someone doesn't chant properly, it's a big sinful activities. I've read so many books which I can't remember, but recently, yes, actually, yes, the Srila Prabhupada, Shiksa Samrita, I've read it, is talk about chanting all the time. Any offense, if you don't chant, if anyone doesn't chant, it's a big offense. So now I'm going to do, yeah, sorry. So being a Vaishnava, chanting, dress, now I'm talking about the dress code also. For Matajis and Prabhujis, we have, if we go to the temple, we have to wear Mataji saris and Prabhuji's dhotis. So does it mean that if a devotee wearing tilak, wearing neck beads and traditional clothes is a Vaishnav? No. So we have to become a Vaishnav, we have to follow all the 26 qualities to become a Vaishnavs. Wearing traditional clothes and going to a temple or being at home, neck beads, tilak, does it consist being a good Vaishnav? A good Vaishnav needs to follow all the 26 qualities. Now, the other thing I'm going to talk is about, there's so many things to talk for under Vaishnava etiquette, but I've taken just a few of them as my time is very limited. So the other thing I'm going to talk is punctuality. Being a Vaishnav, we have to be punctual everywhere, whatever we do. Like I said, wake up early morning, do japa, is punctuality. For example, if we're going to a temple, a house program, it's important to be punctual. Like Srila Prabhupada, he was very punctual in whatever he was doing. Even he was waking up 10:30 early morning, 10:30 going to bed and waking up early morning, translating his books. So punctuality is very important. Now, I've just come across also in the, I just come across another book also. So if attending a program, we have, as devotees, we have to attend the program, listen to Krishna Katha, and always be on time. And once the program finished, we took minimum, and then after that, we have to leave the house program. This being punctuality. Punctuality, I will always say that is very essential. like Prabhupada say, punctuality and cleanliness are both together. The next topic I am going to talk about is dancing. Dancing. So we have Mahaprabhu did define that we can dance in front of deities. Yes, we can, but there's certain, we have to follow certain rules also of dancing. So raising arms like Mahaprabhu, or formation of a circle, we can do that. But spinning or dancing in inappropriate way is forbidden. Thank you, Mataji, for sharing that again. Okay, yeah.
Who's sharing it?
Yes, that's what Sri Rupa Goswami said. So that's how to dance in front of the deities. So that's very, very important. So we have to follow this Vaishnava etiquette. So if we don't follow it, we are not a Vaishnav. So by association, by reading, by listening, by grasping books and listening to Prabhupada lectures, we as Vaishnavas can increase our bhakti. Sometimes we do miss out. We say, okay, we're dancing, okay, other devotees are dancing, we do similarly, but this is not the way. This is not the way to do so. So there's an approach to do. And always follow the Vaishnava etiquette. So the other one is honoring prasadam. I'm going to talk about prasadam. I've read recently. I read a book. Prabhupada did address to his one of his disciple in October 1997, 768. Sorry, about prasadam. So prasadam. Thank you, Mataji, for sharing. Prasadam is remnant offered, as described by Srila Prabhupada, remnant offered to the deities, to the Supreme God, the deities. So what's it look like to have prasadam? Prasadam, first of all, there should be a mood of cookness. Before getting prasadam, devotees need to prepare the ingredients, prepare their food in a mood of goodness. Why cooking? Devotees can listen to kirtan, to lectures, because whatever we cook is for Krishna. And everything we have to do is for Krishna. We are not doing for anyone. So as a devotees, we have to, and why cooking also, they're like, I don't know, from my experience, I used to service Radha Soho temple. So strict guidelines. As a lady, we can't touch the hair, we can't, we have to be clean, we have to do mantras before cooking, we can't touch nothing, we have to be extremely clean. So the same standard should happen at home also. Okay, we have to cook is for Krishna, it's not for our eatings, it's for Krishna, and everything what we cook needs to be offered with the correct mantras. After offering, then we can eat, then it becomes prasadam. Now, as a devotee also, we are not allowed to eat any food, any sort of food at a non-devotee's house or anywhere while traveling. Everything needs to be cooked by devotees, by a Vaishnava. So everything has to be cooked by a Vaishnava. We can't go, and no prasadam can be taken from a pious person or a well-behaved householder. So we have to check. And nowadays also, if we go to the supermarket or if we go over there, anywhere, if you want to buy food, we have to check the label also, whether it's vegetarian. Vegetarian can be egg. We're not allowed to eat egg. We have to make sure all the ingredients, everything, what we have to read, and everything is labeled green, vegan, but whatever we buy, we have to check the label. As a Vaishnavas, we're not allowed to eat outside. Now I am going to talk about the next topic about the devotee's behavior. So how do we compose ourselves in front of other devotees? As we all know, aware that Matajis and Prabhujis are not able to mix. They are not able to mix. So Matajis and Prabhujis needs to be separated even in the temple, do prayer, any questions, we need to have our limit towards Prabhus and Matajis. Okay, thank you, Mataji, because I'm just going quick. I'm so sorry you're still looking for that. So like you said, is general behavior. In the slide, one should always remember that one is a devotee and representing Guru and Krishna. Whether in temple or at home or at work in the office or out on the street, one should conduct in a way that draws appreciation to Guru and Krishna, and should avoid all conduct that will bring Guru and Krishna disrepute. Devotees should not wear expensive and flashy looking jewelry. Every devotee should be simple. Wristwatches, correct. Jewelry for women must be worn with careful moderation, and men should preferably avoid all jewelry like gold, chains, bracelet, etc. As far as possible, devotees should avoid using any items made of leather, knowing them to be the result of animal slaughter. And you can see now nowadays, we have, before it was difficult to wear shoes, sandals, but now we have vegan, everything vegan, bag, vegan shoes. Even one is criticized, offended, one should conduct oneself with dignity. Why one may certainly take precaution against being cheated or take action where necessary. One should be careful to avoid picking up quarrels, indulging in useless argumentation, and so on. So, like, we are devotees, everyone devotees. We should be humble. Every time humble. That's why the qualities, one of the main qualities of Vaishnava is being humble all the time. So even during an argumentation, we have to be quiet. A devotee must particularly be careful in dealing with the opposite sex, like I mentioned. No association, unless if we talk about Krishna consciousness. But we need to be mindful also being opposite gender. Srila Rupa Goswami says a devotee must not be neglectful in ordinary dealings. In other words, one should not give up basic courtesies and formalities, considering them to be mundane and oneself to be transcendental. To touch someone with one's foot is offensive. If one has to walk past seated devotees in temple, for example, one should extend one's hand to indicate that one wishes to go by, and when they will move, they need to let one pass. That's ring the bell now. So yes, another thing criteria I'm going to talk now. Why having prasad in the temple? So I've noticed lately that, okay, myself, I was doing that. So after taking prasad, I just touched the floor. But while reading it, it is said it's forbidden because after taking prasad, you're not allowed to bow because you're contaminated. But that floor is dirty, therefore it is contaminated. So, like Srila Prabhupada said, cleanliness is important. So even though after taking prasad, no one is allowed to bow. The same thing apply if you take a glass of, if you drink a water, if you sip it, your tongue touch the glass, the cup. It's mean that you're contaminated, so you're dirty. So in order to have water, you have to pour the water from your mouth so that you not become contaminated. Contamination, you're dirty, so you can't do any more devotional service. So you need to be mindful how you drink water and how to behave in the society also follows by all the Vaishnava etiquette. So sorry to on the H one, mistake. I did say if by accident one touches a devotee was one foot, this is normally we do. One should touch the devotee's body gently with one's right hand and touch one's right hand. That's, I think, we all, I'm sure we know, but if we don't know, please do familiarize with that. Also, when someone attend a kirtan in the temple, why attending the kirtan? One needs to focus on the kirtan. We should not allow ourselves to chant while there's a kirtan is going on. Like the same like an arati. When we do arati, no one is allowed to japa. Similarly, when someone is doing kirtan, we need to focus on the kirtan. We need to follow what is the leader is singing. So one leads and the others follow up. Let me see, what do I need to say? Because I did say a short lecture. Literally, I just prepared before coming home. There's so many to talk or say, but I'll just take just a few tonight. So any questions, any add up, if anyone to add up? Mataji's, anyone or Prabhuji's wants to add up anything, if I missed anything in my lecture. Mataji is sharing, Kishori Mataji is sharing the book, which is I would advise, if anyone have time, please do read it, because like the Bhagavad Gita, like any books, we have to keep reading all the time. So anyone, any questions? I know I finished early. So any questions?
Thank you for that class, Mataji. That was really nice. Very enlightening. Amol Prabhu is actually sharing the screen, and he's put a link in the chats. So if anybody wants to get have a look at this, the booklet, there's one that's been written by Bhaktivedanta Manor. I don't know which
Yes,
Prabhu's got.
there's one on their website. Yes, there's
right.
one on the website. Yes.
Yeah.
This also is very handy.
Mm.
I would emphasize devotees also, because and newcomers, new devotees also. It's you can't read the all, but at least one chapter or per week or whatever it is good to learn and share, because sometimes we all miss certain things, and we all learn. It's a learning process. Krishna consciousness is a learning process every day. There's so much to read, but I'll just take some main points which we all need to know. Thank you, Prabhuji, for sharing. Also, I was going to tell you today I was just about to text you to just share, but I didn't get the chance to tell you that. But thank you for sharing.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. So just one question. So just when we have got Vaishnavas in the home, for example, the partners or family, childrens. So for example, if there is anything is happening, how do we need to point out, or do we need to sort out the problem, or how do we deal with the family members as a Vaishnava? And if other family members, if so knowingly or unknowingly something may happen in the family members, how do we deal with such kind of situations?
Okay, it depends. Okay, the life of a devotee, you mean, correct? So if a Vaishnava, okay, let me think. I know how to. Okay, let me think. Okay, how to deal. You have to be humble, first of all. Yeah. If there's a problem, you have to listen. Okay. You have to listen and humble. Okay. Because we're in the Kali Yuga, all right? Anger. Everyone has anger, correct?
Yes.
There's no one say we can't have anger. But being a Vaishnava, we have to be humble. We have to be you humble and listen and check what the occurs the root of the problem at the end of the day and try to find a solution. If not, just give me an example and then I can tell you more probably. Just
for example, if a husband and wife.
like a husband or wife, always friction, correct? I think I was reading that. Yes, it is. Yeah, friction. Okay. All right. For example, okay. Yeah, friction. Always. I can't remember, but I did read something about friction yesterday. Husband and wife. I don't have the notes, but it was reading. Yes. Okay. Husband and wife. For example. Okay. An example. All right. We have so many examples. In a Vaishnava family. Okay. If husband is going to work, example. Husband is going to work, is coming late, and the wife is at home. Okay, the first question the wife was said, why are you coming late? Correct? That's it. Why are you coming late? So that moment, the woman is very angry. Don't forget the husband, we don't know why he's coming late. So there's a friction over there. Husband will start fighting, wife will start fighting. But in the same way, the wife should have an approach. Okay, my husband just came from home late. Maybe he had something urgent at work to carry on. He had to stay behind. But the approach is wrong. So the same thing, wife should said, okay, I'm sure you're tired. Okay, have a seat. I'll give you a glass of water. Okay. And then you can tell me how was your day. The approach should be different. So if the wife, I'm not saying the wife, that's one example. There's so many examples. So the wife needs, I think we all know that wife has anger, correct? I think it's proven also. I don't know which book I've read. I think it was Srila Prabhupada, Shiksa Mrita. I've been reading that book. I think I will tell you that. So the approach should be different. So now the husband also needs to be, it's a hard day. If someone has a hard day, obviously, oh, why are you coming late? Why you didn't do this one? Or why didn't that? Obviously, there will be friction. So the husband also needs to be humble on that time. That's the best thing I tell you about. This is an anger. Now, property, other also now Vaishnava, we are Vaishnavas, okay? So for Grihastha, the wife always have to work with the husband. The husband always is here to increase the bhakti and guide the wife. I've been reading, I will share the book maybe 2 by a week and I will send you some book. For example, okay, we learn from the husband. To increase bhakti, the husband has to encourage the wife. For any bhakti, the husband is here to grihastha life. For example, in a Vaishnava's house, if someone has a deities at home, both husband and wife has to come into terms. But you can't force neither the husband or the wife to do prayers. It will come automatically, but we have to show the right path. Maybe some devotees doesn't want to read, some wants to listen to lectures. Everyone has different type of learning. So time is a healer and slowly the right time will come. I don't know whether that answer your questions, Prabhuji. I'm not sure this is the way Grihastha life, the Vaishnavas work. But we can't force a Vaishnava to do things. We can encourage, we can guidance. It'll take a while. Everything takes a while. That's I think the only thing I can share with you, Prabhuji, but I'm not sure. But forgive me if I made a mistake.
Thank you, Mataji. Very nicely explaining. So just in when we are in the Vaishnava society or family, so something has happened. Do we need to point can we point to the opposite person?
Okay. It depends how it's a version of family, it's a grihastha life. It depends how the approach, yeah. Some people might take it differently. A Vaishnava, yes. Okay. For example, if chanting, for example, chanting, okay. If I'm chanting slowly, if I can't hear, if someone is telling me, a devotee tell me, oh, you're not chanting properly, yes, I will say no. Maybe my reaction will say no, maybe. I'll say no, I am chanting. But then after that, if the same person comes, okay, this is a book, all right, this is a definition, how to chant attentively, slowly, maybe it will make an impact. It depends everything on the approach. Okay, for example, Vaishnava family, husband, we're talking about husband and wife. Maybe the wife or the husband won't listen. It's friction over there. Unless you tell someone, if the person, you can approach a superior devotees who can explain. But it depends on that Vaishnava family, if ever will listen. But I will approach a book if the person doesn't listen to me, or lectures. Also, lectures quite heavy for a new devotee, is quite heavy. But the basic is a book. Nectar of instruction is good. Now the Vaishnava etiquette is good. But everything take a process. We're Krishna consciousness. We can't force someone to become Krishna consciousness. Sorry. We have to advise what we need to do. We have to bring them. We can't, okay, bring someone in Krishna consciousness today. Okay, you need to chant. You need to chant 16 rounds. It's impossible. So you have, it's a baby steps. Explain, okay, chanting today, 1 round, tomorrow or next week, 2 rounds. That's the best. That's the best we can do until it becomes familiar. But we really can't force. The time has come, but advice in a proper way, bring them in Krishna consciousness. Then it will make a difference. It does take time. It does take time that for someone to become Krishna consciousness. The nectar of instructions is good. The Vaishnava etiquette is good to read. And if someone doesn't grasp any lecture or is quite heavy, because every one level of level of understanding is different. It took me years and years to start reading Bhagavad Gita, to start reading books, which I am reading every single day. So it took me years and years. Even deity worship we have at home, every day, every time we learned. So it's a learning process, Prabhuji, but the reaction is a friction to make someone understand. It's a long process. Patience, still patience, it's very important. Association, if the person doesn't associate, it's difficult, but it does take a time. Maybe find other way, kirtan, listening to lectures, following acharyas. What else? Yeah, patience is a virtue, Prabhuji. We shouldn't lose our patience. No one should keeps on saying humble. Sri Prabhupada said we have to be humble. Krishna this says humble is very important. Patience, we can't force. Well, house program, yes. Now, the other thing also, the house program, if the person in a Vaishnava family, there's friction also, people can do house program, associational house program. So the house program sometimes house program is important also because some Vaishnava doesn't have time, doesn't want to join Zoom. Maybe a house program associating with other devotees, the other devotees can bring newcomers, new devotees to Krishna consciousness. Like Prasadam would talk. Okay, for example, if a Mataji doesn't want to join, for example, okay, Krishna consciousness, but she has qualities of cooking, can instruct her cooking for Krishna. This is a step to become Krishna consciousness. but we can't force. We have to advise, guide. That's why it is Prabhuji. I don't know whether that's raised that's clear, enough clear. I'm not sure if I can share more or less. Hope that's clear. I don't know. Otherwise, you look for superior devotees who can come do association. But one thing we shouldn't do, approach our spiritual master. We should not approach our spiritual master for anything. Our spiritual master is always busy with his own sadhanas. So we try to speak to superior devotees. I don't know, Prabhuji, if that answer your questions. I don't know. Hope so.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji, for kindly adding nice different examples and explanations. So just I was trying to mention, like, if there is a mini conflict happens or some problem happens, so just pointing out, for example, in front of us something has happened.
Yeah.
For example, in one particular instance in the Bhagavatam, Parikshit Maharaj, and then a cow, the bull, and then a cow or mother earth in the form of and then Kali Purusha, the four personalities. So
Okay.
Kali Purusha is trying to hit the bull, that is Dharma, and also Kali Purusha is trying to beat the cow as well. So during the time, Parikshit observed that, and then he wanted to punish Kali Purusha. And in order to punish Kali Purusha, he needs some witness. So he is directly asking the bull, Dharma.
Yeah.
So at the time, Dharma does not give that Kali Purusha is the only the reason for my problems. Even though he is straight away beating the bull and the cow, but Dharma does not say that.
Okay.
At that time, he says to Parikshit, O king, so whatever you are trying to do, it is a befitting action according to your lineage. So you are the descendant of Pandavas. And also, you are the relative of Krishna as well. So likewise, Dharma mentions, and then I do not know who is cause for my problems. Navayam kleshi bhijani yatsyuhu purusharshabha purusham tam ijanimo vakya bheda vimohitaha. So people will say different reasons for the problems happening to me, or it is happening in the home or outside, but it comes to the individuality. Navayam kleshi bhijani yatasyuhu purusharshabha purusham tam ijanimo vakya bheda vimohitaha. So it is vakya bhed vimohitaha. People also bewilder about what is the cause for the problems.
Correct.
Kechit vikalpana swayam. So this is it gives some people think that it is only the person who is committing or who is experienced. He is the only the reason for his because of his past karma or by his nature or by the divine. Likewise, Dharma gives a few reasons. So people will think like this, but it does not say this Kali Purusha is the only the reason. And then after hearing those instructions or the words of Dharma, Parikshit until that point he didn't know that it is Dharma. And after saying these words, Parikshit understands that because it is knowing such kind of detail about the Dharma, it is none other than Dharma itself, the personality of Dharma in the form of bull. So he mentions that Dharmam Braveshi Dharmajno Rusharupi Dharmosi Rusharupadruk. Dharmosi Rusharupadruk. Dharma is directly in the form of the bull. Yad Adharmakastanam Suchakasyapi Yad Bhavet. He mentions that whoever is pointing to the opposite person that he is the reason for my problems, then whoever is pointed, he will also, when as soon as he pointed, then he will also be liable to experience those sinful reactions. Yad adharmakastanam suchakasyapi yad bhavet. So likewise, our Vaishnava Acharya has mentioned that we never point out for any problem, anyone, either in the family. So whenever some problem comes, so try to sort out what is the new. First of all, as you have mentioned, like tolerant, be patiently wait, and then what is the problem? We should not say that you are the problem, you are speaking unnecessarily, but because this problem happens because of you. We cannot say like that. But if it is a severe problem or something like that, uh, so that is what the Vaishnava Acharya says. Simply pass that nature. It will keep gradually that problem will be subsided. We need to
Correct. Yeah. To look like a tree.
tolerate.
Humble. Yes. Correct. Yes. Tolerate a tree and humble like a blade of grass.
Yes,
Yes. Correct. Yes. You should. Yeah. That's the way to do it. Probably. Yes. You're right. Yeah. Dharma.
yes, it is Dharma and Parikshit. Parikshit says that one. So when something is happened, we never point out. When we are pointing out, then at that time, yad adharmakasthanam suchakasyapi tad bhavet. Likewise, I'll share that one. Maybe it would be nice to so that all devotees can see it. In the
Yeah.
this one is the one. So this is what mentions. uh, this is the bull says.
Mhm.
Oh, greatest among human beings, it is very difficult to ascertain the particular miscreant who has caused our sufferings because we are bewildered by all the different opinions of theoretical philosophers. Some of the philosophers who deny all sorts of duality declare that one's own self responsible for his personal happiness and distress. Others say that superhuman powers are responsible, while yet others say that activity is responsible and gross materialists maintain that nature is the ultimate cause. So, and then after saying these statements by Dharma, and then King says, O you, O who are in the form of a bull, you know the truth of religion, and you are speaking according to the principle that the destination of intended for the perpetrator of irreligious acts is also intended for one who identifies the perpetrator. So you are speaking according to the principle that the destination intended for the perpetrator, that is the hell. Perpetrator is a sinful person, the destination for him is the hell of the religious acts, is also intended for the one who identifies the perpetrator.
It's true.
So this is the statement that Parikshit Maharaj says. So we never point out opposite person that you are the problem, you are the cause for this problem. So this is Parikshit statement from the Srimad Bhagavatam. So in our Vaishnava etiquettes, one has to be humble and tolerate and patiently. And if we have got anything, we just need to put our pleas or inquiries in front of Krishna. Then we get those answers automatically. Krishna gives those answers in the heart.
Correct. Yes.
Okay, so thank you so much, Mataji, for nicely explaining this session. Okay, so
Thank you, Prabhuji, for giving me this opportunity, but I know it was very short. And just like you just point out, I didn't know the verse you sent it to me, but just share in the group, I can refer it, be good to know. Thanks for sharing, you too. Did you say text 20? You just share text 22. Yeah, it's good to know. It's good to refer. Yes, thank you, Roger. That's why in Kali sometimes we all lack the humbleness. We have to be humble. We all have to be humble. The pathway to be a good Vaishnava.
yes. Okay, so thank you so much, Mataji. So should we open the floor for asking questions, Mataji?
Yes, of course, certainly.
Yeah. Kishari Mataji and
Yeah, Prabhu. Suppose we can ask everybody and then maybe I can say last. Okay, so Prabhu, you want to give your opinion? You've already asked the question, which was really good.
and from the devotees' perspective, any questions or they wanted to add to this session?
Yeah, I was thinking of going one in alphabetical order like you normally do.
Yes, Mataji, please go on.
Sorry. Okay. Okay. Gayatri Mataji. Sorry, Gaurangi Mataji. Do you have any feedback, any question?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Jai Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. It's very nice class, Mataji. You talking about Vaishnava attitude is very big topic. I think everybody have Vaishnava attitude. So nice and good family we have. Then everybody follow this rule. Then this topic is a very wonderful, Mataji. So nice. We know about this Vaishnava attitude, but we forgot sometime. We have to do what to do. But you a reminder now. So very beautiful, Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you, Mataji, to you, and hope you're increasing your chanting, Mataji. Yeah?
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Always do, always mention we all have to increase our chanting. We don't need to do only 16 round. We
Yeah.
need to find out more and more, and we
More
all
yes, Mataji.
everyone. Our
We,
Guru Maharaj did say that, so we have to stick to that. We all have to do it.
yeah. Yes. When we are free, then we have to chant always.
Yeah, chant and be happy. This is a Kali
Yes.
Yuga, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
All right, Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for nice class, Mataji.
Hare Krishna
Thank
Mataji.
you, Mataji.
Gayatri Mataji, would you like to give reflection, feedback?
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji, for giving me one opportunity. Actually, I had a question to Mataji. Very nice class, Mataji, about etiquette. I didn't have time to read yet but that was very nice that we went through it today.
Thank you.
My question for today is like when mentioning about like how we should not be having any leather stuff and all those things. So from beginning, like from our ancestors, my grandma and everybody, they wore like silk saris, and they said it is auspicious to wear silk saris. So now that we know that they are the worms are being actually killed, the silkworms, when they are making this the silkworms will be put in hot water and they will be killed. So I felt very bad when we went in Mysore, when we went, and when I saw that, I said I'm not going to buy any more silk saris. So is this also included in this, Mataji, or?
Well, thank you for raising this question, because this is the first time I heard about the silk saris. I know the wool we are not allowed. Yes, we shouldn't, because the wool is slaughter animal. We can't wear any wool, any scarf, anything wool. But the silk saris, I can't give you the answer. As far as I'm concerned, animal slaughter is against. So
Yeah.
I can't answer on this question because I was sick of the contents. For handbag, shoes, anything we have, it's
Mataji,
labeled. It's labeled. So on that, if someone can answer, it would be very grateful for me for the silk. Sorry.
Hare Krishna Mataji. I mean,
Yes.
wool is not killing animal, Mataji. Just like shaving the.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, but still, correct?
Yeah,
We
wool
still
is- I
do,
think
yeah.
leather is more like dangerous because they kill the animal to take the skin, but
Yeah.
wool is like just shaving the which
Oh
is
yes.
good for the sheep as well.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't, as I said, I don't wear any wool also,
Yeah,
but
for silk sarees, normally
yeah.
they say in South India, very austere family, they don't wear silk sarees because it is kind of killing the silk worm to make silk sarees. So our Mada, in Kanchipuram Shankara Mada, they don't allow, the Acharyas said we should not wear silk sarees because of the fact that it been killed in silk worm to make the silk saree. So normally very learned brahmanas are like very big shastris. Their wife they don't wear a silk saree in my state in Tamil Nadu. They wear only cotton.
Thank
Yes,
you for
Prabhu.
thank you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I was thinking, Prabhu, because I wasn't aware when last time, like when we went to Mysore, then only I came to know this, and I was like shocked. Oh no, this is not the right thing to do. And they say that muddy pattu, like they say this is okay to wear for pujas and everything. So I was actually shocked when I saw that they are actually been killed. So yeah, from now on we will also never buy any silk saris or
They don't do
yes,
it in our place. I mean, of course, there's kind of richness to show the silk saree, but nowadays you can also, I mean, you can get like artificial
silk.
cotton. Um,
Yes,
all looks quite nice, but more artificial. Anyway, the
yes,
simple
yes,
thing is you should wear like a cotton sarees because even we say muddy, and you can do any kind of pujas like
mhm.
Virata pujas and any pujas.
Yeah,
They used to
correct.
wear silk sarees. But my mother used don't wear silk saree. She always put the cotton clothes top on
Yes,
the place so that she can take a muddy from that and then she do the
yes.
puja and then she wear the normal dress.
Yes, yes,
My
Prabhu.
mother
Yes,
was
at our home also day to day puja, they will make that after taking bath, they will put
yeah,
muddy on the thing, and then next day morning only they will touch it and wear immediately
exactly.
after.
Yeah.
Yeah, for puja. So which is really yes, Prabhu. Yeah, now yeah. So we have to also think of the silk saris. How many worms have been killed
When I
in
was
that
in
process?
state, I do have a puja vigraha in my home. So I always
Mhm.
put, my dress dhoti will be on the top. When I take a shower, I'll go and wear the dhoti and do the puja, and then I change my normal dress.
Correct, correct,
Mother
Prabhu.
used to do
Yes.
that.
Yes,
Thank
Prabhu. Thank you so much, Sridhar Prabhu, for explaining. And yeah, nice, nice. Thank you so much, Mataji, for a wonderful class. And yeah, it was so nice. Thank you. Hari Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you,
Hare
Shri
Krishna.
Also, I didn't know about silk. I never wear silk sorry, but it's really good to know. Thank you for sharing. And Mataji also got you to raise up about silk sari. This is every day is a learning process with all devotees.
Yeah, people from South India we know more about because we do all these things.
I don't do it. I never was it. So thank you for sharing to add it, you know. Thank you.
Um, Supriya Mataji, I mean, sorry. Yeah, Supriya Mataji. Is she there, Prabhu?
Yeah, she's here, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Yeah. RadhaRani Mataji, the class
Hare
was
Krishna.
wonderful class. I really liked the Vaishnava etiquettes. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, that's what I would say. Like, yeah, of course, there are a lot to follow. I don't
I
know
know.
how much we can follow in the busy times. It's very hard as well, but we try to follow as much as possible. At least internal things has to be followed, like understanding each other and tolerating and being humble with the devotees. So yeah, that's
Thank you,
that's
Mataji.
really important. Yeah.
The most thing what we follow, take prasadam. We don't take outside food. And then
Yes.
chanting, and then do our sadhana as much as possible, go to temple, do some service. So whatever the basic etiquettes we can do, we will just follow that, Mataji.
Correct. I think we all we all learn slowly, correct? So
Actually, Mataji, like yeah, Vaishnava. So we are. I'm trying to be Vaishnava. I'm not a Vaishnava, but I'm trying to be Vaishnava. So there can be a lot of mistakes also. So I hope one day it will be rectified by Krishna's mercy because this is a Kali Yuga. Like 100% it is. We cannot follow 100%. that Krishna also knows. I think so. Yeah, I don't know how far like we can follow 100%, but we try to follow. That's all. Yeah.
That's correct, Mataji. We're all in the same boat.
Yeah.
I said we all have to learn and just
At
do what
least,
we can.
yeah. At least the basic things, the chanting, 16 rounds, and then the what you call like four regulative principles, and being nice with other devotees, not only with devotees and for all the people in the world. Yeah. So yeah, that's what we can do. Like I mean, other than that, yeah, it's very very hard. Like yeah,
Every everything takes time. We
yeah,
all learn. Like I say, we all learn.
mm,
We're learners, so we all learn. At least we do our runs if we and then most of us are initiated here, so we have to do it.
yeah.
And we have to get the right path always and follow our Krishna's all these qualities. Yes, no one is perfect.
Yes, Mataji.
So no one is perfect. So we have to follow, we have to be humble, like we said, for
Yeah.
everything what we do.
It takes generation after generation. Like it not only we can become perfect in a one single year, a one single lifetime, because Krishna consciousness is vast. Like unless a person who is from Uttama Adhikari state, then yes, of course, he can do immediately and then he can follow everything and go back to Godhead. But as a conditioned souls, we are cultivating the Krishna consciousness in our day-to-day life. And I somewhere read also about Srila Prabhupada says, like Srila Prabhupada said both the things actually. If one wants, he can go to Krishna directly in one life, but it is actually a slow process. Like it might take also generation after generation to cultivate the mood of love towards Krishna. So it's very hard. Like, I mean, yeah, it depends upon how much the soul has evolved in a particular lifetime. It depends on all of those things. So yeah, that
Yes.
like how far it goes. Yes, accept. We have to accept how it is and what it is. Like this particular situation has been given by Krishna himself because we have to learn something in that particular situation. If at all the situation has come, the what conflicts with other members. Example, I had a conflict even in my office as well. So it has been given to me because I have to face that situation. There's no other go. Like, because it could be from my past life karma, or it could be that Krishna wants something that I have to realize at that point of time, so that I can, even in stressful condition, I can remember Krishna. So it is like, it's very difficult. So humble. Imagine in a very stressful situation with the other people we are dealing with outer world, how it's possible like to be so humble and so nice. uh,
Should be
yeah,
superficial because don't forget it's an etiquette. It's
yeah,
an etiquette, so it's a bad what is that? Bad association for workplace, correct?
yeah,
It's a bad association. So we had to be superficial, sorry, and be humble most. That's what we can do because they are non-devotees,
yeah,
and we should not mix. But we have to work. We have to earn a living, correct?
yeah.
So we have to be superficially.
Yeah, that's what we have to do. Like, I'm a person like little bit straightforward person, like I say, okay, this is like this is like that. Then I understand my communication, like, oh, okay, I have to deal with in a different way, like that, so polishly write the things. And I don't know. Yeah. It
Yeah.
depends upon people to people how they take it. Somebody in the platform of the friendship, they can easily take, oh yeah, I know about you, like you are a direct person, like, you know, and yeah, somebody who is in higher authority, then who is she to tell us like something, I don't think.
Krishna is testing all of us. This is the
Yeah,
part. Yeah.
exactly,
So it's
exactly.
testing all of us. Everything lays in Krishna's hands, whatever, and depends on our previous karma also.
Yeah, exactly.
So we have to be like Krishna consciousness all the time. Things will get better. We don't know how long. And bad association also is etiquette, Vaishnava etiquette. The etiquette is bad behavior, bad association. At work, they're non-devotees. But you can turn them into devotees. If you know their weakness, a prasadam.
Yeah.
Prasadam. A sweet, prasadam, a fruit. It can be, can change non-devotees.
Yeah, we are not supposed to talk about God or all these things in the workplace, like Mataji, like it goes in a different way. Nowadays, people are atheistic, so we can't even open God like that. Otherwise, it becomes like, well, we have done some big wrong.
Obviously, you can't, but bring an apple or grapes being offered to Krishna, bring it to work.
Yeah.
Slowly, it's a fruit, or you can't say, okay, I'm just bringing that as prasadam. They are non-devotees. It will, it's a workplace. We had to be superficial, just whatever we need to do work, and that's it. We come home. But a fruit is a prasadam. If you bake a sweet at home, okay, you can share it with your colleague. You don't mention it's prasadam, but you just give them. That slowly they can turn into Krishna consciousness. Yes.
Yes,
But it's a long process. It's a long process. And with Kali, yeah, it is a long process.
Yeah. Unless we get to the stage, Krishna is going to put up all of us in that situation. I'm thinking only that because he was perfect.
Chanting and be happy. That's right.
Yeah.
So, in the mood of goodness, we have to be always in the mood of goodness, chanting and be happy. We should not invite negativeness. Think about always positive thing. It's hard, but we have to. Mode of goodness. Mention in Bhagavad Gita, mode of goodness.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
So, any questions? Any Prabhu Mataji's?
I think we're running out of time.
Behind, yes. We have to be punctual. Vaishnava etiquette. So we are breaking the rules.
Ramlila Das, have you got anything to say? Feedback? Hare Krishna. You go to Swarup Prabhu and then come back.
Ram Lala Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Dandavad.
Hare Krishna.
Is it audible? Yes. I am trying because I don't know. Suddenly I get lost. Anyway, I am trying because please forgive me because at the beginning it was missing the class from the beginning. So I was another. So actually at the end part, middle part, I was joining. So it was I think it was very interesting topics about Vaishnava etiquette. Yeah, Vaishnava etiquette is a short term, but is difficult to understand and difficult to follow both. So one thing he mentioned, even also not in the Vaishnava etiquette, in the general life. So it is always necessary cooperation, either cooperation or conflict. Cooperation and conflict running together. So actually, that's why it is friction or it is as a good association. Both are important. So it's coming from the family life, society life, uh, whatever the broad aspects. So normally in the association, when the two or even in the biological aspect, we know that the two organisms together, it can be four way of living. Two organism, no interaction. This is one way. Second way, they are coming together and it can be is considered as a symbiosis altogether. Both will be benefited. And third type, it is antagonism. Antagonism means it is both conflict and both will lose their potential. And fourth type, it is synergistic effect. Synergistic effect is it is more than symbiosis. When the symbiosis all together exchange properly, but synergistic effect, one influence other influence another one. This is a synergic effect. They are in actually this is a Vaishnava life also. They should be synergic way because they have to encourage each other. So the no friction. Friction is going to another level, the demoniac or the tamasic or even rajasic way. But when they are coming together, they have to follow how we can improve, how we can go back to what is our goal? Back to Godhead. We have to understand it is the short way of life, short term here, and our target is how to back to Godhead, how to satisfy our guru or our how to improve our spiritual path. This is both our target should be correctly. So if we missed out it, then we will lose our way. So it will start from the family life and family life both this is the both all members should be correct way. They have to play right way and
Correct.
and then in this society level you have to associate with the correct people, those who can improve our spiritual life correctly. So
Association,
otherwise,
good association, probably. Like
sorry,
those good association. So,
exactly,
so the
exactly.
bad association is etiquette. So,
Exactly,
yes,
exactly. So, is a good association is very important, and it is very those who are understand those who are correct way they understand they select correctly. But those who are according their mind or according their intellectual way, maybe sometimes they are going to wrong way and they are doing maybe thinking as a right way, sweet coated way, but they are going to wrong way. We have to understand, we have to utilize our time correctly. And finally, we have to understand whether we are, it is due to our association, whether we are improving our spiritual path correctly, whether first person we have to, it has to be raised, whether my loving with the Lord correctly or not, whether my intensity of love is higher or low. So this is very important point we have to understand. When we are, let's say, the simple way in the house, when we condense our milk, it can be sweet and sweeter, or even the sweet when the liquid sweets when we when we give put on the flame, its intensity of sweetness is coming higher and higher. So similarly, according to our association, if we can improve our love of God, if it is increased, then we understand our spiritual association is correctly. This is simple.
correct. Yes, but that's why Bhaktivedanta Thakur said in Harinama Chitamani, the main etiquette of a Vaishnava is to give a bad association.
Okay.
Unless one give a bad association, one we cannot be situated in the platform of Vaishnava etiquette. So to reach a Vaishnava etiquette, we need to have a good association, according to Bhaktivedanta Thakur. So still we have to, the association is very important. Good association. Oh, it's gone. Oh, sorry. I thought uh, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, we are
Yes,
still here.
I thought my Zoom is on off. So I was saying, oh, it's gone. Yeah. So yes, so the good association is important. I know the time is tickling. We need to be punctual. So we are really delayed. Any more questions, or can we finish? Because we need to be punctual. I'm so sorry.
Mataji,
And
yes.
it's a discussion. Any questions you can add up on the thing I can answer next time. Because
Yes,
we all need to rise up early morning. So
absolutely. Sorry,
I'm so
Prabhu, if you've
sorry,
got
I'm not
any
being rude, but we have to stick to the time.
No, I'm okay, Mataji. It was a very good discussion. Thank you very much. Hare
thank you
Krishna.
so much, Prabhu, thank you. Mataji, thank you very much for that.
Yeah,
Um,
thank.
we'll quickly do Nashima prayer and then finish off.
What's your name, Mataji? I didn't catch your name properly.
My name is Kishori, Kishori
Good.
Gopala.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
Mataji, are you happy to do Nashima prayers?
Yeah, I'm fine. That's fine. I do that. Yeah.
Do the Nashima prayers and we can close.
Okay. Is anyone follow up, or I just do it? Or
Anybody want to follow, or Mataji is okay to do it herself?
I can follow Mataji if you want.
Okay. Sure, Prabhu. Thank you.
thank you. Thanks. Okay. Namaste Narasimhaya Praladadadayine Hiranyakashipu Rakshaha Shilatankanakalaye Ito Nashimho Parato Nashimho Yato Yato Yamitato Nashimho Bahe Nashimho Hidare Nashimho Nashemadim Sharanam Prapade Tavakara Kamalabare Naka Adbhuta Shinga Dalita Hiyanyakashipu Tanubringa Keshavarita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Tavakara Kamalavare Naka Adbhuta Shinga Dalita Hiyanyakashipu Tanubringa Keshavarita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jaya Nrsimhadev Jaya Nrsimhadev Jaya Nrsimhadev Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jai Nrsimhadev ki Jai. I'm so sorry, Prabhu. I thought you were waiting for me, correct? I'm so sorry.
No problem at all, Mataji. No problem at all.
Go for Mataji to
Hari,
her.
Hari Bol.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hari
Krishna.
Bol.
Can we all do 3 loud Haribols to Mataji for kindly sharing this one? Please.
Hari Bol.
Hari
Oh,
Bol.
Hari
Hari
Bol.
Bol.
Hare
Hari Bol.
Gurudev ki Jai.
RadhaRani Mataji ki jai.
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 Hare Krishna.
Vaishnava Vacha.
पत्रभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पण्डानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय Krishna consciousness everyone. So see you tomorrow morning at 5:30 for Japa session.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna.